Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. So this year, I'm going to share with you some items I sold on eBay from the 30th of December 2022 all the way up to today, the 4th of January 2022, as of 8:07 p.m. I'm going to share with you every item I sold. So here we go. So this is a Toro discharge door. This is a Toro discharge door for a Toro lawnmower. This includes the spring, the pin, and stuff like that. You can see all that right there. This sold for $13.79 free shipping. These aren't worth a ton use, but they are worth something. And again, when you're putting these out, I always everything because $4 here, $4 there. It doesn't seem like much, or $4 or $5 here. It doesn't seem like much. You're making a profit. But when you pick these home mowers up, you can find like these push mowers for free on like Facebook Marketplace. Like Craigslist. They just want to get rid of them. All these, sometimes they just want to get rid of them. You find them curb on the street for free with a free sign on them. Like you can find these at like auctions, like in-person auctions for cheap. Sometimes like they don't run, or or even if they do run, you can find it for like cheap at auctions. Cheap on like Facebook, cheap on online auctions, in person, all the time. So, and it adds up, $4 or $5 adds up. Profit. And that took about a month and a half. This took about a couple months to sell. This is a Taste of Home everyday slow cooker, 1 dish recipes. I just want to get rid of this for my own personal stuff. It wasn't worth nothing, but I just figured maybe give feedback on it, or so something else. I thought it might be worth a little more, but it wasn't. But it is what it is, though. And this is a Sabrina Ionescu rookie card. That's all. This took a best offer of $18 plus shipping. This is the base rookie card. This is not her silver rookie, or her green, or none of them, like none of the limited versions, like the red, the blue, the purple, orange, green, parallel numbered. No, that is just the plain regular base card. Because the plain base doesn't have the prism. The silver has the prism on it. Like nothing fancy. This is just the base, and this sold for $18 plus shipping. And this is worth a lot. Not worth a ton, but it's worth a decent bit, ungraded even. Because she's a really popular player. One of the most popular players in all of NCAA, and all of the WNBA. And she's popular, like really popular in college. Mainly because she got a bunch of triple doubles in college. And now she is like doing good in the WNBA, even though she's only played like really one full season, because the rookie year was cut short due to injury after like 4 games or something like that. And then her second season was cut short kind of due to injuries, and she's like playing through injuries and stuff like that. In her second season, which she wasn't like fully 100% healthy and like injury free. And then her third season now, she was actually pretty solid in her last season, 2022 season. And her team made the playoffs and all that. So she's been pretty solid, And $18 plus shipping, not too shabby, there's some cards that aren't worth a lot, but there's some that are worth a bunch. It just depends, like what player you have. Like if it's limited edition, even some like limited edition cards, like numbered like 20 or 25 like number, even like a really low number isn't worth a whole ton sometimes. And this is Xbox 360 magazine game demo disc only, number 96. This I got for Dash of Destruction. You can play like Dash of Destruction, which was a free Xbox, I think it was free back in the day, Xbox 360 game, and then they got rid of it from the store, and now you can only play it on this disc. So I believe that's why this disc is more popular. And then plus this disc is like demos of games, which this one has Halo Wars on it, Halo Wars demo as well on it, which just add the value a little bit to it as well. But it's mainly probably for Dash Destruction, I would assume, because this game is really easy. 200 gamer score in the gamer score hunting world, really easy. Takes about an hour. There's a couple levels that are like tricky sometimes. Like I had a few times levels that were tricky on this game, but it was pretty easy, pretty quick. Honestly, even though it's in trouble, I just kind of got unlucky. Had it, and then I just got a little unlucky though, kind of. But anyways, I sold this for $14.99. Bought this on eBay to play, and then I just resold it. So I made probably close to like $9 back on this game. It's not too shabby. And this is pretty. It's about a $15 profit, I'd say. And then this Cub Cadet, and then that is on the first, Spina on the 31st. Same Taste of Home, and then the Door on the 30th. I haven't really sold much, but it's been a little slow past Christmas time and stuff like that. Like the only I can think of maybe is like maybe sales after Christmas are picking back up. A little bit, but it is after Christmas, so it is a little slower than after the holiday season. So sales are down a little bit, but maybe sales are picking back up because it's after, because of people are getting gift cards, or they're getting money for Christmas. I want to buy like certain items. Maybe that's maybe. So I have no idea. I don't know. And this is a Cub Cadet 2000 series main wire wearing electrical harness 929-30688 629-30688. This ended up selling for $40 plus shipping on this. I did say this was customized refrigerator for me. You just sit on it. I did mention that. And this is going to a buyer from in Italy. He messaged me and and there's tape on some others. I did mention that in the listing. I mean, some of the stuff, if people know, you don't have to mention, but I mention it anyways, just so I cover myself. And this I listed for 40. Someone in Italy said, "Would you do 110 US dollars?" And I said, "Sure." And then they're like, "It's more." And then I said, "Well, you have to pay shipping, and I can't control eBay charges for it because we use global shipping. Now I'm using eBay International Scan Shipping. I was using global shipping program because if I just send to like eBay's freight for eBay, and then eBay's I send to like a freight, like I'm sending it to like a freight forwarder in the United States, which in this case eBay is the freight forwarder, and then eBay will send it to whatever country, because eBay has like the full address of the buyer, but you don't see the address of the buyer, which and then you just send it to them, and they'll ship it off, and they'll like fill out the customs forms, and identify the items, and see if it's like an item that can go like overseas or not. Some stuff in like certain categories can't go overseas, even though buyers can buy it overseas. And in that case, if eBay's system does not block it from going overseas, from buying from overseas buyers being able to buy it, then which I've had that happen once I did, and like a starter or something for a lawnmower. And eBay was cool with that. They gave the buyer full refund out of their own pockets and allowed me to keep the money, which was awesome, which is pretty cool, nice of them, And I had that one time too where like I don't think an item got delivered or something, or took way past the delivery date or something like that. And I think it was like going to Canada. I think it was like a bike helmet going to Canada or something like that. And then through the global shipping program, they end up refunding me, which is awesome. So same with this one. It's just going to eBay global shipping or eBay international delivery service or international shipping service. Is EIS, eBay International Shipping, combines like best of eBay International Standard Delivery and eBay Global Shipping. Like you can mixes everything that people liked about the benefits of eBay International Standard Delivery versus Global Shipping, and it provided the benefits to that the eBay Global Shipping program had. So, which is nice. But eBay Global Shipping, the shipping was more expensive, and then standard delivery was cheaper, so they put cheaper shipping. They put like cheaper shipping options that eBay International Standard Delivery had, and they also put like basically you can fill out the customs for you and everything, and then in the VAT like tax, if the buyer wants to pay it like ahead of time when they buy the M on eBay, they can pay the VAT on eBay, or once they receive the M, they can pay the VAT tax. And what happens is if eBay will collect the VAT tax and they'll ship it off to, and actually like pay it to like the country that is supposed to get it, like on like a so often basis, like which is awesome. Which is pretty awesome that you don't have to deal with that. And then this way, like I even said, it says VAT paid, that number, and you don't have to like deal with all that. You just like I even looked it up. It says eBay has the VAT number, and if it doesn't like electronically do it, then they'll just put on the shipping label for you, which is awesome. So that's pretty cool. And then I sold a Keely Lou Samuelson, and also on those like it combines like that, and then like you don't have to fill out customs, none of that stuff. Like if item gets lost in shipping, if it gets lost in shipping on the way to the international buyer, as long as eBay receives it at the warehouse it goes to, whether it's global shipping in Erlanger, Kentucky, like an eBay International Standard Delivery one, maybe in Erlanger, Kentucky, or other sites. This one's going to close. And there's one for eBay International Shipping in Illinois. Like they're saying they're trying to spread these out like closer. Like so, if like for example you charge which I charge domestic shipping on top of this thing, as well as eBay charging by international buyer. eBay, even if you do free shipping, they'll charge the buyer for the international leg, but they'll like ship it like to closer areas, so then you only have to pay for you don't have to pay for like the super expensive shipping for say like to say from New York, you don't have to ship it to say California, you know. They'll ship it like the closest facility for you, you know, so, or something like that, which is kind of nice. And then it reduces probably like the workload on like eBay International or eBay Global Shipping, because I've seen Global Shipping sometimes it takes like 2-3 days, and it's like, and it receives on a Monday saying they don't ship it out to like Thursday, so it kind of reduces the workload on the people shipping the packages out and filling out customs forms and all that stuff, which is kind of nice, you know. And this, I thought I would have, for this key loop seamless, I would have my, using my eBay paperboard mailers with my coupon, and I thought this would they would arrive, but they didn't, and so today, and I thought I could ship it out Thursday with this, but it did not, and so I just ended up putting this. I'm just gonna put this in a bubble mailer because it was supposed to have to the 4th, so I'm just gonna put this in a bubble mailer, and then pad it, and then put a little cardboard around it. I use a little cardboard from like a Priority Region Rate B box, since the Region Rate boxes for shipping, they're going away. Like, you can no longer use Region Rates for shipping. Like after like the 16th or something like that, I think it is. Like, it's middle of January. You know, and like the changes, the rate changes and all that stuff go into effect. So I'm just gonna try with eBay standard envelope, and I tried using eBay envelope before with trading card with like little like white envelope. That didn't work so well. So this time I'm just going to try with eBay standard envelope and some of those paper cardboard mailers. And I've seen someone where they like folded it up piece of paper into like thirds, into like 1 time, 2 times, and then there's like a little small third corner, little third fold they did. So you fold it like twice, and then like almost all the way, and then small little third time, and then like fold it up in like rectangle, like skinny. So the sides was like long and skinny. It was like skinny. It's kind of like skinny, but still kind of long on the one side. And they fold it up and make it stack on top of each other in a piece of paper, and then taped it up. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. And yeah, and then I'm just going to put it in the blue collection, or like collection box inside the post office. So, and if they say something, I'm going to show them like, this is what eBay standard envelope is supposed to do. You know, you guys are supposed to like do this and that. Like, I'm going to show them, you know, what it's supposed to do. So, yeah. I've had, you know, eBay, like, I've bought a few things eBay standard envelope before. And, like, it definitely does actually work. You know? Definitely does. But the problem is sometimes, like sometimes the ammo gets scanned as delivered. Even though, like, I've had times where the ammo gets scanned as delivered. Even though I haven't received the ammo yet. You know, like, it'll get, like, and then sometimes I'll have it, like scanned as, like, delivered, even though it's not delivered. Like, sometimes I'll have it, like, received the ammo I did. Sometimes it never showed up as, like, delivered. It showed up as, it showed delivered, showed up delivered in the mailbox, but didn't, like, show up, mark as delivered on the tracking. And sometimes it does that. Then I had a few times where it was fine. Most completely went through fine. And I've heard of most people having like no real issues whatsoever with eBay standard envelope. But, you get that odd time here and there, And, it does, like, if it, like, these are so little cheap, that's like, if I sell like a $4, say a $4, $3.40 card, free shipping, and it sells for, and I say, ship it for, say, 2 ounce rate, so that would be what, like, 78 cents, because 51 cents for 1 ounce, 78 for 2 ounce, I believe in $5.53. So if I ship it for, say, 78 cents, that's $2.67, and I pay about, 30 cents, so it's $2.37. You pay about 12.7% on, like, say that plus tax, so is that really saying? Even if you factor in the tax, 22 cents, $3.67, what's that say, 50 cents? So I'm making $1.87 say in the card. I buy the envelopes through my coupon. So that's say I'm like 70, but like 7.50 albums. That's what, like 7.5 cents per one. So that's say $1.80, even $1.79. Say so $1.79 I made on this card. So, which is nice. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna message the buyer saying, like, sorry for not getting your card out, this and that, right away. I'm gonna message the buyer so they let them know what happened. And then on that one, and yeah. And yeah. And that, this did take a couple months to sell. This Serena card took about a week to sell. If that even, it might have taken like a week, yeah. This Silker card took about a couple months. This took about a month and a half. This Wire took about, I want to say it was like 2-3 weeks to sell. I think it was like 3 weeks, yeah, to sell. Kiwi card took less than a week. And these plates took over a year to sell. These took a little bit over a year to sell. These are Corel by Corning, Apricot Grove, 10.25-inch dinner plates, set of 4. These, I show 2 in each picture. And then I did this. I did pictures of 2 in the front, and then I did pictures of each one, the backs of each one, in the photos. And these ended up selling for, I had these listed for $11.99 plus shipping, plus priority shipping, and they like never sold. And I've had like no interest in these whatsoever. And these end up selling on 50% off sale. I ran like sales on these, like, my markdown sales just to move stuff out, like 10% off, like 15, 25, 35. Finally, I saw them 50% for $5.99 plus shipping. So that's nice. Just to finally get these out of here. And yeah, and now my inventory. I've had times where these will sell though. I've had like, it's kind of strange, like all times where these sell for like I've had like plates. My plates will start selling. Like where I'll have like a couple plate lots. So like I had a time when I was first starting some of these where Isabelli sold like kind of quickly. And then I had some that, and then I just had like no sales in these for a little while. And then just all of a sudden, boom, 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 I ended up getting sales in these. Which is like crazy. I didn't get no sales on these. So now I'm just going to end up, on these. I'm just gonna like on these like plates, lots and stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna. If someone sends me an offer on these, like basically like any amount on these plates, I'm definitely gonna take me an offer. So take it. So if you're like watching this video and you want to like send me an offer on these, like I'll gladly take an offer on these. Like any of my plates, my cups, my glasswares, any items I've had for like a long while. You want to take up my hands? I'll gladly do that. Honestly, I'll gladly pretty much take almost any offer on these. You know. Honestly, as long as I'm breaking even on it, I'll take an offer on it. I'll pretty much, take your offer on it, essentially. And especially a lot of these stuff though, I get in big bulk lots, like all the plates and stuff like that. End up getting a big bulk lot. So I have like one listing of like a big bulk lot of glasswares. I have 2 lots right there, 2 for listings. I have 3, 4, 5. That's not part of the big bulk lot. But I have 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 9, 10, 11, so like 11 lots. And I have still some beer steins, a bunch of glasswares. So if you want to send me an offer on all that stuff, like I'll definitely take it. An offer on this stuff. Just send me an offer. Pretty much like accept almost any offer on this stuff. Just get out there, so. And I've had them for like a few days over a year, which is like a long while. And now this, I've probably had for about a couple weeks. This is a Cadet Serum Column Ross S10 200 24.5 inch length. I don't know what I'll read. Like, I didn't know what model this was for. But I did just saw that as like unknown, like S10 200. And someone was listening to this, didn't know what model that was for. There's S10 200 and sold a couple of S10 200s. So just as like Ross S10 200. And basically, if as long as you know what you're buying, you'll end up buying it or stuff like that. So yeah, that's one for $27.90 plus shipping. And I ended up sending an offer on this game. I sending offers on a bunch of stuff I had listed for a long while. Ended up sending offers on that stuff. And this was one of them. And I ended up sending an offer because someone sent me an offer on this. I had 2 of these from an auction lot. At my local auction house, I paid a bunch. I don't know how much money I paid for these board games. Like, it was like not much. It was like maybe like $5-10 for a bunch of board games. And I ended up, I don't know if it was 5, but probably like 10 to 20. And I ended up making my money back on these, and I'm already in the profit on these games. And I've been in the profit for a while on these games. And this has a good sell-through rate. I don't know why this didn't sell. And I just ended up coming last in the first one, sold for 5. So I sent an offer for 5. And someone, like a couple hours later, bought for full asking price, $6.49 plus shipping. So that was on sale too, so that helped. And they brought promoted, which is cool. I've had stuff like that where I'll send an offer out, and like I'll send like 20 offers out, say. I'll send say you send 50 offers out. And you have a couple of people accept your offer. You have a couple of people accept your offer. Say, you're gonna say 20% off offers on every item. And then you'll have a few people accept your offers, say. And then you'll have they don't want to pay you full price, or hey, I can get this. I would have paid full price anyways, but they sent me a lower offer on this. Anyways, yeah, I'll buy it for a lower price. And then you'll have some people that are they might counter your offer, and if you really want to get rid of it, you'll take it, or stuff like that. Like I do, I would probably take it, and then stuff if I really want to get rid of it. And then have some people just don't respond to the offers. They'll just no respond to the offer. They'll just either unwatch it. Yeah, I've had that happen before, or they'll thought I would just decline your offer, or won't even respond back to your offer. I won't even decline it. Won't even won't do nothing with your offer. And then I've had some people just buy it like this, buy it full out asking price. So and I've had this for over 9 months on eBay. It's on the 35% sale. Probably closer to 9.5, 10 months on eBay. That's nice. So, till next time.